We are live. We're live. So we're on to the final four, guys. Four. Almost done with this stupid project. After today, we will be done with this stupid project. This is it. This is the final push. Final push. Welcome in, Northern. We're at our final push. I got the last 4 deck lids off the boat, and we're going to get them freaking done today. We are going to get her done. So I figure you guys have all been here for pretty much from the beginning of this project, so I might as well keep the lives going while I finish her up and get her done, right? Final push, man. Final push. And then fishing. I went and checked out. I didn't see you yesterday in the live, but I went yesterday and checked out the home lake, the boat ramp and all that. And 2 things. A, the boat ramp is fucked. And B, I can't get I can't get service at the home lake anymore. So I don't know what I gotta get Starlink to be able to freaking go live from the home lake. Fat Cat, Grumpy, welcome in, gentlemen. Hey, Josie, little sister. You just texted me? I didn't see it yet. I did not see it yet. Let me go check real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. It's gonna buffer, but I'm gonna check and see. Heck yeah, Josie, that's good information. That's good news. I'm glad you finally found something. Hell yeah, Josie finally found a deer rub, guys. So anyway, we're gonna mark these deck box hatch. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Well, you know, those deer will hunt. They'll come back to that rub. So, all right. So, I didn't check and see which one of these live wells. Oh, right. Okay. Right live well. So, 2 hole. Out. I'm marking the hinges. Up. Out. Down. Okay. I'm marking the hinges here so I knew which way they go. Cindy, welcome in. I'm marking everything here before I take it off so I know which goes. That way, it's easy to put it all back together. That way, you know, 2 hole, that'll be the inside. So once I go to put everything back together, I'll know where everything goes quick and easy. Josie, so you found fresh deer poo, fresh rub, fresh deer pee. $9-hour and 44-minute live. Oh, did the time change? Do we have time change last night? I don't even know. Didn't even know that. So Josie, is that did you find that in your normal spot or in the spot that you showed me where you found all the doe, or where I showed you? You know you're damn good at deer hunting when somebody could send you a pin on a map, and you can look at that and tell them go here, and they see very bad connection. I'm getting a bad connection. So how's the video, guys? Are we buffering? YouTube's telling me I got a very bad connection. I don't know what the hell's going on. Are we buffering? I think we're buffering. Oh, looks good. Okay, never mind. Chat froze. So YouTube, I'm going to screenshot this right now, you guys, because I want you guys to see what I'm dealing with. Oops, wrong button. All right, I screenshotted. Oh, come on. I screenshotted that. So you get, I'm gonna post up in the community page after the video. I literally have a freaking message on my screen that says very bad action. So, you know, but at least the video on audio is good. Everything's going good on my end. No buffer here. Okay, good deal. Good deal. I'm gonna take this freaking phone to Verizon and shove it right in their keister because you would think, you know, Verizon, the freaking world's largest cell provider, would actually have decent service. I have one bar of service at home. I have zero service at the home lake. A big portion of the highway out here, I don't have service. So if something were to happen and I had to call, you know, call for help, I can't with Verizon. Whereas AT&T, I had service everywhere. So I need to tell Verizon that I want out of my contract, and I need to go back to AT&T. The only way I'm going to be able to live stream from most of the places that I was live streaming before is either A, go back to AT&T, or B, get Starlink. And right now, Mrs. SoCal is telling me that until we pay off both car payments and my dirt bike and all of that, I can't get Starlink. She's like, unless you can get freaking memberships to pay for it, but that's not going to happen. We all know that's a false reality. You know what I mean? Because the service alone is $170 a month for Starlink. So, you know, the little, their small little $50 a month plan only covers like 50 gigs. And from everything I've read and looked up, that's like one live stream. So that's not even worth it. But I'll get it all figured out. I don't know if AT&T will buy out the contract or not because I just canceled AT&T because of the reason I went to Verizon. I'd had AT&T for I don't know, since 2006, I think it was, when I got my AT&T plan. I've always had the Android phones, and I've noticed the last 3 Android phones I've bought have lasted me less than a year, or just about a year. The last phone I had was the Samsung A54. I bought that in not this past May, but the previous May. So I had that phone for, you know, a little over a year and a half, and it was starting to have issues. Didn't want to, you know, charge all the way. And then, you know, how battery not last very long when it did charge. And then all of a sudden, Samsung kept telling me like, oh, update available. And I kept pushing it off. And finally, I'd actually just started a live stream, and they forced the update into my phone. Once they forced that update, and you know, when your phone doesn't update, it goes into full lockdown mode, so you can't use it. Once they forced that update into my phone, it completely screwed my phone over. I couldn't get on the internet it would take me, if I clicked on, the little internet icon thing to go on the internet on your phone, it would take 2-3 minutes to load Google to even be able to go to a website. And then it wouldn't charge. The update a whole bunch of new issues. So I went to go get a new phone, and I figured, everybody I know that's had an iPhone really seems to like them. They've always, lasted a while. My wife's last iPhone was like I don't even know which version it was. But she had Verizon, I had AT&T. Verizon sends her a thing saying, "Hey, look, we understand that you like your phone, but there will be no more updates or anything for your phone. They're phasing out that programming." So, hey, Jackson's here. Welcome in, Jackson. So anyway, the only reason she got her new phone was because basically they were like, "Your phone's so old, we're not gonna be able to use that software anymore." So I figured, screw it, I'll go get the iPhone, right? I go to AT&T and I'm like, "Hey, look, I need to get a new phone." And they told me, "Okay, yeah, we can get you a new phone, but there's a $400 fee to upgrade your phone." $400. That's on top of the price of the phone. So basically, what they were telling me is that because I've been a customer for just about 2 decades, that screw you, um, you're going to pay more than seeing off the street today buying their freaking plan from us for the very first time. That kind of pissed me off. So I went to Verizon. Basically, we put me on my wife's plan, um, and I've had nothing but problems with cell signal ever since. So and that was only mid-October. We only had this phone for like 2-3 weeks. So I don't know if AT&T will actually buy out a full 2-year contract. But yeah, exactly. So F that. I've been a loyal customer for on 2 decades, and you're going to tell me that basically F you for doing business with us. Because you've been doing business with us, you have to pay more money. Now, when I was running my own company, if I had customers that were repeat and long-term customers, the longer term and the more repeat business you gave me, the better deal you got. So I kind of figure that should be the way with any business, other than like retail, where if you're selling freaking fishing lures at a tackle shop, you can't really give Bob that comes in every third day to buy $300 worth of new lures a huge discount. Now you can probably give them a little bit, but you can't give them a huge deal because you're losing money on that. And the whole point of being in business is to make money. But I just kind of thought it was an asshole move on AT&T's part to want to charge me $400 more than a brand new customer that's only been with them for, not even with them yet, So whatever, it is what it is. We're going to eventually have Starlink. We'll see what happens. Man, with this bad connection signal it's giving me, I can't see freaking thumbs ups. I can't see how many people are here. None of that. Let me try something, guys. It's going to buffer for a quick second. I'm going to try to swipe into airplane mode and then swipe back out of airplane mode real quick to see if it fixes the connection here. Little tip that Rod gave me. Okay, airplane mode. Now out of it. And it still says very bad connection. Let me see if I can go straight Wi-Fi only. Hold on. Cellular data off. How's that? It says the same thing. What the Sam hell is going on here? What the fuck is the problem with this goddamn thing? All right, whatever. It is what it is. We got audio, we got video. I can't see thumbs up or any of that. So, guys, hit that thumbs up. See if I don't know. It won't pop up for me. So, I don't even know how many we got. I just know that says very bad connection. So that's kind of an oddball issue, but whatever. So we're working on the boat. All right, now let me catch up with chat because I've been rambling on and missing chat. So, squirrel is tasty. Let's see. Oh, there's no way. I don't know how Cindy does it, man. Cindy like will miss chat while she's catching a fish, and then all of a sudden she's like, "You have Canadian thing." Just squirrels, just skin them. They're in the cooler now, waiting for Mr. J to come back for lunch. Hell yeah! Did you get the squirrels with a bow? Oh, come on. All right. There's no way I'm going to be able to catch up all the way with chat. So sorry, guys. I missed a bunch of your comments. Yana's here. Josie's here. Northern's here. Cindy was here. I can't tell who else is here because it won't show me anything that is important. It just shows me very bad connection. So thanks for being here, guys. I have no idea who's or how many people are here. 7 people in. Awesome. Thanks, Northern. I've never seen this pop up on my thing before, so I don't know what it is. So a little update, you guys. Miss SoCal is still sick as a dog. I'm going to, if she still feels like this tomorrow morning, she is going to be forced by me to go to the doctor. Started out with a headache, and now she's just half dead. So I don't know what's wrong, but she needs to get up and over it because I hate watching her feel like this. She hasn't been sick like this in a long time. It's been a long time. So for a while there, she was getting pneumonia like 2, 3, 4 times a year. And that kind of went away a long time ago. They figured it out and were able to fix that issue. But now she's been really sick all week. If you guys remember when we were fishing Wednesday night, she started getting a headache towards the end of the night, and then all of a sudden, man, it just went downhill from there. We figured once we got home, she was able to take some Tylenol, eat some food that would kind of take care of all of it. But she was able to sleep. She woke up Thursday morning just feeling like absolute dog shit. So, and it's just not going away. All right, these little boxes are a bitch to scrape. Most of the sides done. The sides are the easy part though. The top's what sucks. All right. You guys, am I like the worst person at keeping up with chat on YouTube or what? Okay. Hit up Uncle for some venison steaks. Are you talking about, Yano? I want venison steaks. I'm going out tomorrow. There's no 2 ways about it. I have to go out tomorrow. She'll be all right. She just, she caught a bug somewhere and you just need a bug killer to get rid of it. All right. It's kind of funny. I put this little, you guys can't see it the way the camera's at. When I was doing the other, the bow stuff, I had this little strip extra and I set it on the table and it ended up sticking. But it's been kind of great. It's kind of helping out. Burko. Yeah, I quit watching Burko, honestly. Burko and Savage. Those are two that I quit watching because every time I went in there, I felt like I was the enemy in their channels. I did not feel welcomed into either one of those channels at all. So I figured I'm not gonna spend my time watching a channel that I don't feel welcome. You know, that's why I try to, even when I ignore chat, like I do, like I'm doing right now, because I'm doing this. At least want to acknowledge the fact that you guys are here, and you know, I might not catch all of your messages all the time, but I try to keep up. Cindy's like the queen of keeping up with chat, but you know, at least I know who's here, or I try to know who's here, and I try to keep up as best I can. But at the same point, it's like I also feel like when I'm doing like the boat work and all this kind of shit, I kind of feel like, you know, having the stream going and the chat open up kind of gives a place for everybody to hang out and just bullshit, because a lot of channels, you got to like be politically correct and all that shit. I don't give a shit what y'all fucking saying, this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Just as long as it's not like, I mean, if you guys want to talk shit to each other, like telling Josie that, you know, she needs some foot powder, or hey Bob, welcome in, you know, or whatever. That's all good. But if you guys are actually talking shit to each other, like, you know, not in a freaking, you know, you guys know what I mean. If you're talking shit rather than talking shit, that I don't want my channel. No political bullshit. No freaking religion. You know, none of the shit that's gonna start arguments. But I don't give a shit what you guys do and say in this channel, as long as it's not something that's gonna get, you know, flagged by YouTube, basically. You know, if Orp comes in, feel he's gay. You know, shit like that. You know, talk shit to each other in a fun way. You know what I mean? Jokingly, having fun with it. But if you're in here like, oh, you know, and I hate to keep using Josie as an example, but if you're in here like, hey, Josie, you're such an asshole and I hate you and this and that, then you know what? You're fucking gone. And that goes for anybody. I don't care who it is. I don't care if they do that to Josie. I don't care if they do that to Northern. I don't care if they do that to Yana or Bob or whoever. That I won't put up with. But, you know, if you want to come in and talk shit, you know, in a fun manner, have at it. Have at it. As a matter of fact, I encourage it, you know? Like, don't be politically correct on my channel. I'm far from politically correct, and I kind of keep the filter on because of YouTube, but you guys feel free in this channel to take off the filter and, you know, no holds barred. You know what I mean? Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Because that's why we're here, right? We're here to hang out and have a good time and talk to good people and, you know, get to know some people, make new friends, whatever. Do it. Have a great old time. Hey, G-Dad, welcome in. How you doing today? All right, guys, I don't know what the heck is going on with this stupid freaking thing, but my chat keeps freezing. I look up, I got to scroll chat. How many fish you catch, SoCal? I have been busy. Actually, Bob, I've been working on the boat more than I've been fishing lately. I went out yesterday to the home lake because I wanted to kind of take a look at the boat ramp and see what it's looking like with the water being down 20 feet. 22 exactly. They told me yesterday at the place. God, I'm never gonna be able to catch up with chat. I'm doing great, G-Dad. I'm doing awesome. I got the last 4 deck lids off the boat so we can get those wrapped up and get the flooring on the boat done. I'm scraping the last 4 right now. But I went yesterday, checked out. I haven't been there since I had all the issues with the boat that day that I had to be towed back in the boat ramp. I went and checked it out yesterday. I did catch couple of fish, just more fishing there. I got a little channel cat, nothing big, you know, nothing, but it was a channel cat, so that was, you know, that was good because I was targeting channel cats, and I got a little tiny bass. I mean, little tiny baby guy, still in diapers, on a cicator from Good Crappy Man Jigs. I did find that after all of my pushing and bitching and complaining and asking and bothering and bugging, they finally did find the record book for all the lake records out there. So I now have a list of the lake records that I'm going after. The lake record, we'll start with the smallest that I'm going for. The lake record crappie there is 2 pounds, black crappie. Bluegill, I didn't even look because I don't give a flying F about catching bluegill. The carp was 11 pounds. The channel cat is just over 13. And the bass record is, I've been wrong the entire time. I thought it was 19.4 pounds. It is 19.3 pounds. So I'm on a mission at that lake to catch all 4 of those records. All I need is like a 2.1 pound crappie, a 14 pound catfish. I want at least I want to beat every record by at least a pound, basically. So 20 pound bass, 14 pound cat, and I know that the crappie, a 3 pound crappie, probably doesn't ever exist in the world, but you know, I want to beat that record as well. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I did learn yesterday the lake's down like 22 feet. They've moved the boat ramp, so now the boat launch is going to be damn near impossible. I might be able to do it. I might, but we'll see. Yeah, 19 pound bass is a decent fish. Sad part is that is 2.5 pounds under the state record. However, there's a possibility, and I'm convinced there's a world record bass in my home lake. So we'll see. We will see. I think it's in there. The state record is 21 pounds and a couple ounces. The world record's 22 and a couple ounces. Dottie, who was caught here in San Diego, up North County, San Diego, she was 25. So there's potential for some big bass out here. I tell people every time you throw a line in one of our lakes out here, you have a potential to catch a 10 pound plus bass on every single cast. It's just a matter of getting that bait in front of that fish. Yeah, the problem was so much. So yeah, you're right, G-Dad. I've noticed that too with Mrs. SoCal's managing mod on my channel, and she couldn't even see comments on my shorts or my videos or any of that, let alone comment on them. So I actually got rid of her managing mod, because managing mod's good for big channels. I'm a little guy. I got like 1,200 subscribers, you know, so I don't need a manager, not yet. So once I took that away, she was able to see and comment on all of my stuff. All right, this one here is ready to sand out. So I'll get this sanded down and wrapped. Yeah, 10 pound bass is fun. 10 pounders are fun to catch. And your first one that you damn near pee yourself in excitement because that's a big fish. So what I need to do real quick is measure this up and make sure that what I want to do is going to work. I don't think it's going to be wide enough. It might be just barely. It's not going to cover all the way on both ends. It's just like 3 inches too narrow. But that's okay, because if I wrap the front all the way, right? Let me see how this is going to work out. If I can get down all the way flush on the front edge, it won't wrap the back at all. Damn it, this one's not going to work, guys. This pattern's not going to work on here. So I'm going to have to go with plan B, which is, I don't know yet. I don't know. Oh, I mean, I don't know. Man, I really wanted to do that camo pattern on there. So I may end up doing, gosh, I have a black, like the diamond pattern. If you guys saw the diamond pattern that I did on the rest of the stuff, I have that pattern in the reverse color. Yeah, I can use it somewhere else for something different. The pattern that I did on the rest of the rest of the boxes on the stern that I want to do, I have that in a reverse. Basically, it's like, if you think of like tile, like your tile floor, the diamond pattern tiles are gray and the grout lines are black. I have it the exact opposite. Well, no, the same, but a darker gray. It's a darker gray. It's almost a black on black, which could look decent. But I also have a black on blue, like the black with the blue grout. I don't know what I'm going to do. The two smaller ones, this one I'm working on here and this one right here, are the live wells, right? These are the live well covers. And I wanted to do those different, just to add a little bit of contrast back there. But I don't know what the heck I'm going to do now. I don't know. I do have, no, I don't have that option because I don't have enough of that. I was going to say, I do have an option to, well, let me roll it out and see if I do have that option. I don't think I do. To maybe put a seam down the middle, so I can wrap wrap all 4 edges. But I don't know if I have enough to do both lids that way. So the only way to find out is to lay them out and see. So let me lay these out and see what'll happen here. Take the hatch. Guys, I'm looking for I'm looking for the latches for these deck lids. I can't find them anywhere. If anybody happens to stumble on some oddball size latches anywhere, let me know. They're I'll show you what they are here. Let me come back around to the camera here and I'll show you guys. So the problem I'm having finding these latches is the size. First off, the size of the hole where they go through the deck lid is odd, right? But it's an odd shape as well. It's not round. It's not completely round. This one edge right here, let me turn it this way so you can see it better. This one edge right here is straightened off. So it's, instead of a round hole, it's got like this squared off edge. And I can't freaking find anything that fits. And the throw itself for the thing is long. I mean, that's like, it's long, long, long. They are about 3/4 of the size of a lighter, which I can't find anything that fits it. So if anybody happens upon some, here's a good, see how that's got like the squared edge? If anybody happens to stumble on those anywhere, let me know where you saw them so I can go find them and get them. because my only other option is going to be they go right here in this hole, right? Which is set way back from the edge of the box. I mean, it's a lighter's width, a Bic lighter's width away from the edge of the box. My only other option is to weld a plate on here and redo the latches with a different style of latch. But this is aluminum, so aluminum's a bitch to weld. I can do it. I have the stuff to do it. It's just a pain in the butt. So I need to find some deck lids that are going to work for that. So, all right, let me lay these out and see if I have the material to do this the way I think I might be able to do this. I don't know that I'm going to have enough material to do it. All right. So those basically go like that anyway, right? So that's how they fit on the boat. They fit right next to each other, just like that. So if I have double this, right, I wrap that down, okay, then wrap it down to there, and then I start over, wrap that down. Oh, it'll work. It'll work. I have plenty. Okay. Okay. So what I can do is I can basically, if I do it right, I'll have enough. I'll have to put a seam right down the middle of this. But if I do it right, I can basically run one right down the center like this, and then, back over here and have enough to do both of them. So this will be long enough to do that. It's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt to do it that way. I'd rather be able to just roll this out, one roll, per, well, one piece per box, but it's not wide enough to go all the way down around the corners. So, and I don't have an EVA foam stretcher. So what I'll end up doing is I'll roll it out enough to where I can basically put a seam right down the center of it somehow. Because this way it doesn't fit either. Now I'd use less material. Well, I could actually go this direction on it and use less material. Which that'll be the ticket right there. I'll go that way on it. And then I'll just basically do this little strip. That's what I'll do. That's what we're doing. That's how it's going to go. Okay. All right. That works. So, guys, I'm really annoyed with this bad connection signal that I'm getting. I can't tell how many people are here, how many thumbs up. All I see is this very bad connection with a bright red strip at the top of my thing. So, I have a joint with a strip. That's what I'm going to do. We need the fish whistle. I'm a little fish whistle out, to tell you the truth. I'm kind of on a little break from the fish whistle for the next couple days. 9 people, 13 likes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Street hasn't buffered or skipped once. Okay, that's good. Good. I just don't understand. Let me try this airplane mode again real quick, guys. It's probably going to buffer while I try this, but let me see if I can airplane mode it. Airplane mode on YouTube controls. Automatic, standard, input same as system. Microphone, SIM card. No, that doesn't do what I need. Nope. Airplane mode back off. Searching Verizon. And it still tells me that bad connection. I don't know what in the freaking donkey balls is going on with this. All right, where's my grinder? Here's my grinder. All right. Should we start grinding? Should we start making a bunch of noise and blowing out the chat? And let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get her done, right? Here we go. Here comes the noise. Well, nope, here doesn't come the noise because the noise is not plugged in. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's pissing me off. So here we go. Grind on. All right, it's gonna work out good. Yeah, I gotta plug in the noise first. I thought I left it plugged in last night, but I guess I didn't. My dogs are like, screw this, I'm going inside. Hey, Dog Tags, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. We're on the final fucking stretch. We're working on the final 4 deck lids, and then the boat will be ready to fish. It's ready to fish now. I want these done before I go out now. All right, I'm going to finish off this little section. Then I'm going to sit down and catch up with chat and hang out for a minute. It's weird. Some of it comes off easier in one direction, and some comes off in the different. Okay, I got 3/4 of that done. So let me dust off the camera lens because I blasted it out. Oh, that made it worse. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. Everything's the wife's fault, right? All right, where are we at? So, oh, that's kind of warm. All right, let me. Man, we already have. I went into the store the other day. They already have freaking. Oh yeah, GDAD, I can make the whole round if I find the right latches. So I went into the store the other day, and they already have Christmas stuff up. I kind of thought that was annoying. Like, can we at least get through Thanksgiving before we do Christmas? 7 people, 14 likes. Hey, thanks for keeping up with that for me, Northern, because I still just see this very bad connection thing. I'm actually kind of tempted to restart the live to see if it does anything. I don't know. I've never seen that message before. So, guys, you're gonna hear me ask this a few times. I asked it last night, and I'm gonna ask it a couple more times as different people filter in through the chat. Because of the fact that I can't do lives on the home lake right now until I get Starlink, which just isn't in the cards for a minute due to that's just one more monthly payment, and I already got 2 car payments, dirt bike payments, a mortgage, bills, cell phones, all of that shit that and we're trying to catch up from having the old people here, her mom and my dad. Do you guys think I should just do long form videos from the home lake? Is that something you guys would be interested in, viewers of members of the channel, to watch? Would you guys want to see the long form videos from the home lake as opposed to lives for right now? I want to bring my whole deal is Northern, you'd watch them, okay. My whole thing is because of this cell service issue that I'm having, I'm kind of limited now on the content on lives, but I don't want to stop making the content that you guys enjoy. My whole deal with this channel is that I want you guys to enjoy the content. So 100% you'd watch live or long form. Okay, thanks, Northern. Appreciate that. And GDAT says, yeah, until better times come. Okay. Northern, yeah, the dirt bike payment is what am I paying? $125 a month, which ain't that bad, but if I got rid of that, if I didn't have the dirt bike payment, there's my Starlink. You know what I mean? But we got the Jeep that we're still paying off, and because of all the issues we had with the Jeep when the transfer case grenaded itself, um, it was all under warranty. But the dealership told us that it could be up until actually the original estimate they gave us to get the Jeep back was Halloween. It went down in February. They were telling us Halloween was the first possible chance we could get that Jeep back. So we ended up having to go buy a new car for her to, have a daily driver. 30 grand we didn't, really want to spend. So now we still have the Jeep payment. Now we have the payment on the Blazer. We have the dirt bike payment. That's, 3 payments right there or 2 payments right there that we don't really need. I don't really need a payment on the dirt bike. I should have just bought it outright, but I was stupid and financed it. So until we get one or the other paid off, um, basically she's not going to let me spend the money on Starlink, and I completely see why, and I agree with her. But we were spending, you guys. This is going to fucking blow your minds. With her mom and my dad in the house, we were spending over $2,000 a month just in groceries. Okay. Well, yeah, the financing. I'm like, I got so much shit financed that it's hurting me. Um, but with her mom and my dad in the house, we were spending over $2,000 a month in groceries. Last week, not this past Wednesday, but the Wednesday before that, we went grocery shopping for the first time without them in our house, and we spent a little over $400. Now, part of that was Costco, trash bags, toilet paper, paper towels, dog food. There was a good $150 in non-food items, basically. Um, so we haven't gone grocery shopping for 2 weeks now. We'll go Wednesday again, and that'll be 2 weeks. Now, the trash bags, the toilet paper, the paper towels, um, Ziploc bags, all of the consumable stuff like that. I'm in the shorts feed. Woohoo! Heck yeah, I finally made it to the big time. Um, heck yeah. That's awesome. So by if you take out all the stuff that it's like basically the trash bags, that's a once a year purchase for us. I take out the trash like every third day without them here. So through like 2 trash bags a week. They come in a freaking would we get a 220 pack of trash bags at Costco? We won't have to buy those for a year at least. The paper towels will probably go, a month before we got to buy more paper towels. Toilet paper, another month. So without them here, we've got it down to the point where we'll probably spend $600 to $700 a month on groceries, actual food items, um, rather than 2 grand. Hey, oh, what's his face? What's happening? So that's going to be a huge relief. We just canceled our cable because, um, well, we're using a lot less with both of them being out of here. Her mom left a month before my dad did, and just with her mom gone, our electric bill went down by over $100. So we were paying close to $500 a month on electric bills. With her and I here, um, our electric bill is going to go down to like probably $150. The groceries, it was the killer. That was the killer. When we cook, we plan things out. You know what I mean? Um, we'll plan things out. She works usually, well, right now for the rest of the year, she's working 5 days a week, which her job, they normally work 4 10-hour shifts. Um, right now she's working 5 shifts because she's covering Mondays for someone that's off on a special assignment doing something else. Um, so she's working 5 14-hour days, um, with only 2 days off. So, we got a plan for, like, what's she gonna do for lunches, and, what are we gonna do for dinners, and, she's not here for dinner. Right now, her shift is from 1 in the afternoon till 3 in the morning. So she's not really here for dinner. But what we do is we plan out. I'll make, like the other day, she made a big old thing of beef stew in the crock pot. Well, that's enough for like 3 4 days, and 3 4 days of lunch for her at work. One meal goes a week, basically. Cook one night, it goes, half the week, 3 quarters of the week. With them here, we would do the same thing. We'd be like, okay, we're gonna do a big old thing of beef stew. And that should go for, we figured, with 4 people, it should go, dinner tonight, lunch tomorrow, dinner tomorrow, and then maybe lunch the third day for somebody, like one serving left. So we would make these big old meals, and they wouldn't eat it. They'd eat dinner that night when we made it. They wouldn't eat the leftovers. Without them here, we're not wasting all that money on that stuff now. We're not having to cook for 4 people either. So, that one pot of beef stew lasts, well, the same amount, but it doesn't go to waste now. So, but yeah, getting rid of the cable was $180 a month right there. And I can't tell you the last time I turned on my TV. I don't even know the remote is for the TV. Um, Mrs. SoCal and I sat down about a month ago and watched a movie, and we watched that on freaking a streaming service, not cable. The only thing cable was my dad. He's not here, so we don't need the cable. Um, our water bill has cut by over half. So, no, you're not being nosy. Starlink has 2 plans for the month for the Starlink Mini, which is the Starlink Mini is the portable one that you can use on the go. Um, the plans start, they're $50 for the small plan, which is basically $1 a gigabyte per month. So it's 50 gigs, which basically, I did the math on it, cross referenced it with all that stuff, AI and real live, data analysis. Um, the 50 gigs would do about 1 8-hour live stream per month. The unlimited plan, which is the only other plan they offer, is $169 a month. And that one is, I could stream 24/7, um, you know, every freaking day, every night, every week. I can do a perpetual live stream and be fine. So, but here comes the issue. Okay, so yeah, we're saving the money on the cable bill, and we're saving money on the power and the water and um, the groceries. But the Starlink Mini itself, the actual unit itself, runs about $400, and then we're looking at close to $400 to $500 in batteries for the Star, so to keep it powered up. So, we're looking at $1,000 just to get the system, and then so for the first month service is going to be free because I'm going to use Rod has a discount code, basically like refer a friend kind of thing, where it gives him, if I sign up using his code, um, he gets a month of free service. I get a month of free service. So it's a win-win situation for me and Rod. it's getting the equipment and getting all of it set up. It's yeah, it's a referral thing. Exactly, exactly. Um, kind of like when you sign up for your new cell phone plan and they tell you, oh, tell your friends if 5 of your friends sign up, we'll give you a free month service. Well, same deal. But with Starlink, it's for each person that signs up using your referral code, they give you and the person that uses your code a free month of service. So, which is great, but it's expensive to get started. Um, and I honestly, guys, I kind of want to get some things paid off so that the Starlink bill is not just another bill that we're adding. It's actually not going to be like, oh shit, we have to pay this, we have to pay that, and we got Starlink. The cable bill alone is going to help a huge amount because the cable bill is like $20 more a month than Starlink would be. But playing catch up from having them here, you know, um, is going to take a minute. So once we get to the point where we're caught up with everything that we had to put out having them here, because we had to buy furniture for their rooms. Um, we were buying like foods, all that we didn't need to pay for. So we actually had to dip into our savings, and we had a nice little freaking nest egg going on, and we had to pretty much burn through all of it to support two grown ass adults that didn't support themselves. So I've been saying for a long time, it's harder to raise your parents than it is to raise your kids. So, but once we get caught up, Starlink won't be a big deal. The biggest killer of it all, um, the biggest killer of the whole thing was in the middle of everything, trying to support them, trying to freaking keep on top of all the bills and all the groceries and all the, just everything. Um, the Jeep went down, and that was Mrs. SoCal's daily driver. And Jeep was telling us that it could be anywhere from, so Halloween was their first expected date to be able to get it back to us from. So it would have been in the shop from Valentine's Day until Halloween. Um, we had to pay for a rental car for like 2 months. We had a rental car for 2 months that at $500 a week. So our Jeep payment like $400 a month. So we were paying basically 4 Jeep payments a month to have a rental car for her to be able to go to work and back. Because even though it's under warranty, they only give you a rental car for 5 days, and that's only after they start the actual work on the Jeep. Um, so we decided that paying upwards of $2,000 a month for possibly, okay, they're telling us possibly it would take until May of 2026 to get the parts to be able to fix the Jeep. So we were looking at almost a full year of having to pay rental car fees. So we ended up just going and buying another car. We bought her another Chevy Blazer. So no, it doesn't go through the insurance. It does not. The insurance does not cover the rental car. And well, they did. They cover 5 days, and then the warranty, because the Jeep was still under warranty, covers 5 days. So we basically had 10 days of free rental car out of. They had our Jeep for 4 months, so we had to pay out of pocket for the rental car. Um, and the way they do it is through the warranty. You get your rental car from the dealership for a week, so you don't have to pay for it. But that was it. We had to go through. I think we used Enterprise, and every week she had to go turn in the rental car and get another one, and then Come next weekend, she got to go turn in the rental car and get another one. It was a pain in the ass. So we ended up just going on freaking, of all places, believe it or not, Carvana. And I found 2 different vehicles on Carvana and did all the research. Turns out a lot of the vehicles on Carvana are rentals. So you got Hertz and Avis and Enterprise and all these big giant rental car companies. After about 16,000 miles, it's an average. I averaged it out. It's about 16,000 miles on these rental cars. They sell it to Carvana, place it. So we got a 2024 Blazer with like 16,200 miles on it delivered to the door. Didn't even, we bought the car and we were laying in bed when we bought the damn car. So that was a huge expense that we didn't need to spend. But once everything's all caught up, Starlink is definitely a thing. Yeah, they're the old rental cars that they get rid of and buy new stock. They constantly replace. So guys, next time you get a rental car, right? You go on vacation or your car's in the shop or whatever. Your buddy's got a rental and he comes to pick you up to go out to dinner, whatever. Whatever it is. Next time you're in a rental car, look at the mileage on that car. You'll notice it will absolutely 100% be under 20,000 miles on that car. Once it crosses about 15,000 is when they start putting those things back out to pasture and replacing them. Yeah, Hertz used to rent out the Shelbys, and for a while they were renting really nice trucks. My truck went down at one point. My old truck was down and out. I had to get a rental. I got a beautiful freaking GMC Sierra 2500 as a rental. Thing had 1,100 miles on it when I rented it. So from what I understand, Starlink, their customer service is shit, but the actual Starlink itself is way better than most internet providers. I know out here, our internet was going down quite a lot. We have AT&T for the internet, and it was going out quite a lot. Turned out, and I'll show you. I'll turn the camera around to show you guys. But if you look at the power poles, whoops, wrong way. So on the power pole right there, where it should go? Let me find it in the camera. Okay. It's hard to zoom, but you see the loop from the wire right underneath it, right? I'm zoomed in too far. Right underneath the loop for that wire, there's a black box on the power lines. That's the internet stuff. Well, what we found was that their equipment wasn't sealed properly, and rainwater and all kinds of shit was getting into it, and it was killing our internet. So, like every other day, our internet would go out, and it took them actually getting a bunch of calls in the neighborhood over the same issue to actually send a lineman out here and fix it. Starlink, you don't have that problem. You don't have the problem of weather, wind, rain, snow, none of that shit. As a matter of fact, the Starlink dish that's meant for your house actually has a little built-in heater to melt the snow when it snows on the dish. As long as your Starlink's pointed to the sky, you get service. The Starlink Mini, which is the one we're going to end up with, the portable version, I want to say it's just a little bit bigger than a sheet of paper, like notebook paper for whatever. You can actually use that. You can put that on the top of the car, or lay it up on the dashboard, or put it in the motorhome or whatever, and have internet service on the go. You can be road tripping it, driving across country, going California to Maine, and you'll have cell or internet service the entire way while you're driving. So all you need is a clear view of the sky. Now, if you're in like, Carlsbad Caverns down there in New Mexico in the caves, yeah, you're not going to get internet, but you're not going to get anything. If you watch Rod, um, Rod uses Starlink Mini on his streams on the boat. Once in a blue moon, he'll go into a spot where the video gets a little bit grainy, but he moves 10 feet and the video is great. So it's pretty damn good for their service. Now, from what I hear from a few people, their customer service is absolute dog shit. But as long as your stuff's working, you don't need to deal with customer service. But yeah, look into it. Look into it, Anthony, for the house and the mobile. You might be happy with it. Oh, the Blue Jays lost. Oh well. Oh well. Fuck the Dodgers anyway, though. 5 and 18 likes. Oh yeah. Thanks for keeping up on that, Northern. Appreciate that. Did your cell service? What? How do you have the exact same plan? What's your cell service show? Honey? She just totally freaking put me on ignore. No, I was talking to you. What do you show for cell signal? I show one. And I have this thing like this banner on top of my screen right now. The whole top where like it shows the battery percent and the time and all that up there is red and it says very bad connection. It's out of the sun. Let me move it over. No, it's oh, even out of the sun. It's no, I've tried like the airplane mode, I've tried all that. 2 bars and full Wi-Fi. I have full Wi-Fi. I turned off the cellular data and I'm on full Wi-Fi and it still tells me bad connection. I might have to reset, huh? You guys, I think she's right. I'm gonna turn the I'm gonna kill the live for a quick minute and I'm gonna restart my phone and see if that helps because something's wrong here. Something wrong. Um so Munchie says, yeah, Munchie says yesterday when I was live, you couldn't even do a thumbs up on the live. It wouldn't even let him do a thumbs up. So all right, guys, give me however long it takes for the give me however long it takes for the phone to power off and restart, and I'll be right back. I'll come back on the live. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe while I'm doing that, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna reset. I'll see you guys in like 2-3 minutes.